The State of the Union address has just concluded. Barack Obama has addressed the nation, Republicans, Democrats alike, some standing, some smirking. Quite an evening, Jill Ryan.
Boy, it was quite an evening, no doubt. No big surprises, though.
No big surprises?
No big surprises.
Is that what stood out to you?
It is what stood out. I mean, I think everybody was looking for specifics. It doesn't matter what party line you're on. Everybody wanted to hear solutions, and specific solutions at that. You know what? We threw around a lot of phrases, but I didn't see a lot of clear paths from A to B.
Can you give me an example?
Well, I mean, we heard rebel of crisis. We heard a rising, thriving middle class, things like that. You know, a deficit that is not going to be increased by a single dime. Not sure how that's going to work. Right.
Well, it was a powerful message, there's no doubt. What stood out to me was it was sort of utopian. And I understand that you're a president, and this is the fourth one you've given, and you know, you want to paint this great picture for the next, for your entire term. But it was very utopian. Weaning ourselves off oil sounds terrific. Can we do that in 3.5 years? High quality preschool for everyone. I didn't go to preschool. I think I turned out all right. Equipping high schools with finances to prepare for a high-tech economy. That's a great idea. I think we should be on the forefront of that. However, a lot of people just want to know that my house is going to keep improving its value and that I can start investing in other areas now without worrying about the floor collapsing beneath us again. And so too much utopian and not enough practical for me.
A lot of people, I think, are concerned about how they're going to pay their rent, their mortgages. They're concerned about the price of gasoline, how they're going to be able to afford that to get to the jobs that they're trying to find. Those are the types of things that I think both sides were actually hoping that they were going to get a different perspective. But again, a lot of things that we've seen and heard about, not only during the campaign, but also during previous speeches.
Well, the three big going into this night, and I think most people agreed, were economy, gun violence, and immigration reform. Those were the three big topics. He started, when he finally sunk his teeth into a topic, we went with economy. What was your take? What did you hear?
My take on the economy, everyone knows it needs to be improved, right?
Well,
We've been beaten over the head with how bad it is and what improvements need to be made. It sounded like a very poor cheerleading session to me. It didn't seem like it had very much substance, but a topic that he knew nonetheless he had to address. There was no choice.
Well, I saw it as the thing that stood out, the secure retirement versus taxing wealthy Americans. He's back beating that drum again. Now, to his credit, because I was really worried about him bringing this up again, but to his credit, I think that he handled it pretty well because he wasn't given the 2% that he campaigned on right at the fiscal cliff. He was given just the 1% of Americans. There has to be a compromise in here. We have to raise the age on Medicare and Medicaid recipients. That's going to save us tons of money. And I think we can go to 1.5% and everybody can be happy. I think there's a solution that can be had, but there's no doubt we are not done discussing this. Immigration reform seemed to be overwhelming support there.
Oh, absolutely. His quote that will be everywhere is, "Let's get this done." Continuing to call for a comprehensive overhaul, which, again, not a surprise there in the immigration system. He asked for a bill in the next few months, and he pledged to sign it right away if that can be done. So obviously he's looking for some movement in that area, a very hot topic, especially in Arizona, as well as the rest of the nation as well. But it'll be interesting to see what the reaction to that is in the upcoming weeks.
Well, I think that this has bipartisan support, and maybe for shallow reasons in one party. The Republicans need it for the next presidential election. It's a drum that Barack Obama has beat for a long time. I think we finally have a middle ground on this. This is actually something that Congress is going to get done. We will see improvement. We will see strides in immigration reform. Third thing was his close, powerful close. Thought it was the moment of his night. Gun violence.
I totally agree. That was a very powerful close. The fireworks at the end obviously had to do with more background checks for gun buyers. And he's basically saying that overwhelming majorities of Americans favor the proposal as a way to keep firearms away from the criminals. You know, a lot of controversy going on with that. A lot of people looking at the political stunts or so-called, you know, things like that when he has done things in the past. And so I guess they're kind of wondering, is this really going to have the substance it needs to actually get traction to have something done?
Yeah, the rallying cry that he spit out there at the end over and over and over on gun violence, where he was. What was the line exactly? I thought, oh, they deserve a vote. That was it.
Right.
They deserve a vote. They deserve a vote. They deserve a vote, over and over. A powerful moment, no doubt the highlight of the speech, and I agree. They deserve at least a vote. Last thing we got to talk about, Michelle Obama's arms. She showed her Second Amendment rights. The right to bear arms.
She absolutely did. You know what? She was not afraid to show those guns today. And she was basically sending a message that was very clear. A lot of people have seen her do that before and said, hey, is that really appropriate for the First Lady to do that? This is a professional event. She needs to cover those arms up. And she basically said, her social secretary is backing this up, that said, hey, you know what? If my husband is speaking as a president and this is what I want to wear, this is what I'm doing. So more power to her.
I thought she looked great. She's got great arms. I think right now Michelle Obama is like at the peak.
Well, good to know. Good to know. I'll let her know.
Thumbs up, thumbs down speech.
Thumbs up and thumbs down.
Okay.
I'm going to say good points on. Yeah, I mean, no big surprises though. Like I said, it was pretty well expected and well thought out.
Started strong, finished strong, soft in the middle. But it's over. Another State of the Union address has come and gone. For Jill Ryan, I'm Chuck Powell.